Hey everyone, it's your friend and sister April, and I promised I would make an updated resupply strategy video. So here it is, check this out. So here is everything that is going in the resupply, including all of the dehydrated meals I prepared and vacuum sealed. So first I wanted to show you that I upgraded my food bag. So I got one of these sacks, which apparently are supposed to be bear proof. So we'll see how that goes. I also got these lock sack bags. They're from a company called OpSack, I think. And they are supposedly odor proof, and they are more expensive than your traditional Ziploc bags, so hopefully they actually work. So you put your food in these bags, and then you put them in your sack, and you can hang it on a tree. And then supposedly the bears won't smell it, and if they still check it out, they won't be able to get into it. So that's what I'm doing with that. And then I'm just using this trash compactor bag. I'm putting that over the bag and then threading the rope at the top through a hole in the top. And supposedly before you hang it on the tree, if you do that, it will keep the sap and the rain off of your bag. So that's the plan. Hopefully it will keep bears as well as rodents, etc., out of my food. And so these are the different meals I prepared. And on the top of this, I made it a little easier for my husband as he's preparing my resupply boxes while I'm away. So I put the name of the meal, and then underneath it, I put what you need to add to go with each of the meals to go into my resupply boxes. So for the tomato pasta meals, you obviously have to add the pasta to go with it, a packet of extra virgin olive oil, and salt. And then for the Thai peanut sauce pasta, you're going to add soy sauce, a packet of soy sauce, a packet of peanut butter, a packet of noodles, and EVOO. And then for the burrito bowl, you're going to add a packet of salt, a tortilla, extra virgin olive oil, and hot sauce. So, so this is what the meals look like. So this is the pasta sauce. So I made pasta sauce, and then I dehydrated it, and then I added in TVP, which is a great source of protein, and then a bunch of spices in there as well. And then this is the Thai peanut sauce. So in here, we've got a lot of different spices. I also have some dehydrated bell peppers and some other veggies in there and spices. And then also within these big plastic containers that I'm storing the meals in, I'm putting these silica gel packets. They're supposed to keep things fresher just in case the vacuum seal fails. And then we've got these burrito bowls over here. So in here I have got refried beans and salsa that I mixed together, and then I dehydrated that. I've got instant rice and a bunch of spices in there, including nutritional yeast, which makes it like cheesier, and also textured vegetable protein again, to add more protein to the meal. And so I'm going to add hot sauce and a tortilla to complete that meal. And then over here, we have lentil soup that I'm adding a packet of salt, extra virgin olive oil, and hot sauce to. Couscous, I'm adding salt and EVOO. We've got a stir fry meal, which is basically veggies and rice. I'm adding a packet of salt, a packet of EVOO, a packet of soy sauce, and a packet of hot sauce. I also made a chili, dehydrated that, and added rice, instant rice to it. And I'm adding a packet of salt, basically a packet of salt with every meal in case I need extra salt on my meals after I taste it. Extra virgin olive oil and hot sauce. Chili mac basically the same thing except with macaroni and cheese. I got boxed macaroni and cheese. I actually cooked it and then dehydrated it and added my dehydrated chili to it. And then I'm going to add a packet of salt, a packet of EVOO, and a packet of hot sauce that I'm going to send in my resupply box. So if you want to take a look at these meals, this is the stir fry meal. So I've got chickpeas in here as well as dehydrated carrots, peas, bell peppers, and then I've got instant rice in there and TVP and a bunch of spices. This is the chili. Obviously, you can see my chili in there. I put bell peppers in there as well, and I dehydrated them. I've got rice in this one and a bunch of spices and TVP. TVP is my go-to for my proteins on the trail. And this is the chili mac. It's the same idea as the chili with the rice, except it's with mac and cheese that I cooked and then I dehydrated the mac and cheese. So that's in here. Added a bunch of spices. And did I mention TVP? And then in this one, we've got our lentil soup. So for here, we've got my lentil soup that I've dehydrated after I cooked it. And then instant rice. There's a bunch of veggies in the lentil soup as well as TVP. And I added rice to that. Did I mention that? Couscous. I got this idea from other PCT trekkers. So I got some couscous, which is easy to cook on the trail. Just make sure if you're going to get couscous to check the packages, because some of the couscous is like pearled couscous. You don't want to get the pearled couscous. You actually have to cook that a lot longer. But just your regular couscous, which looks like this, it is easy to cook with just some boiled water. And then in there, I also put chickpeas and cashews and dehydrated bell peppers. I dehydrated most of these things myself. But the couscous is a great quick cook food. So it gave me something new to try on the trail. So besides all of these meals that I dehydrated and put in these packages, I also got some ready-made meals. So I've got these chana masala meals and these lentil meals, as well as red beans and rice. And yeah, just to supplement the other meals that I already made. And also, these are the packets that I was able to get on Amazon, little olive oil packets, salt packets, soy sauce packets. And these are these great pasta, already cooked, easy to heat up with just some hot water. I got these from Trader Joe's, and they come in packages of 3, and they're a lot less expensive than these packages of pasta, which I first found. Yeah, so for less expensive variety, you can find these in 3 packs at Trader Joe's. And this is the TVP that I'm using as a great source of protein in a lot of my meals, just FYI. And as these are all the different snacks that I've got for on the trail. So I've got different nuts, protein bars. I've got Nature Valley granola bars. These really cool things, which are little cookies, as well as some more protein bars. And then for breakfast, I'm really not a big breakfast person, but what I did was I got a bunch of different granola and cereals. And so I'm going to put those in Ziploc bags, little sandwich bags, along with some nuts, because I like to have nuts as another source of protein. So I've got a bunch of almond nuts and cashews and walnuts that I'm going to put in with the cereal, as well as dried fruit. I've got some bananas and pineapple that I'm going to put in there. And then we have peanut butter. I was able to get this from Amazon as well. Lots of little packets of Skippy peanut butter that I'm going to use with some of my meals, as well as for like lunches and snacks on the trail with tortillas. These are my instant coffee packets. I'm using 2 of these a day. You can just add hot water. It's just instant coffee, and you can get these at Walmart. I got these at a bunch of different places when they were on sale. So I've got Liquid IV. These are for electrolytes, and this one specifically also has a caffeine component to it, so only doing that in the mornings. And then these are for different times of day. And then also this is just an add-in for, you know, water if you get sick of just drinking plain water. So this is just to make it a little lemony. And these are all the other things that might be going in my resupply packages. So lip balm and wet ones and toothpaste. These are little tiny little things that you can use. They turn into soap when you just add a tiny little bit of water. They're just little sheets. You can use that to wash your hands. I also have hand sanitizer. Supposedly there's a virus going around the trail that they say you really need to use soap and water to avoid getting it on the trail. So that's why I decided to get these instead of just relying on the hand sanitizer. Flushable wipes. These I'm going to use for cleanup for my hands and feet and my face on a daily. Make sure to pack out all your garbage, by the way, if I need more batteries for things. And these are the trash compactor bags that I was able to get from Amazon. More add-ins. These are hot sauce packets, so I can use those for some of my meals. Yeah, and these are my for different sections of the trail. These are hard copy maps that I'm going to be using as I need them along the trail. And I think that's everything. So now you know everything that is going in my resupply boxes. So I'm going to take some with me to begin with, and then my husband is going to be mailing me resupply along the way. So I'm not putting anything in specific boxes yet. Instead, along the way, I'm going to be in contact with my husband, and I'm going to let him know how many of each meal to put in each box that he's sending me, and then I can let him know anything else that I want him to send me along the way. I'm going to be using USPS priority mail packages most of the time. And yeah, and a little update is that my husband had a bad cold, and now I'm starting to come down with it myself, and I'm supposed to be starting the trail very soon. So I did get some of these things, Zicam, and this is like Airborne, but it's a CVS brand. And yeah, I'm just really trying to avoid being down and out for a while. I tend to get a cold and then it lingers forever, so I'm really, fingers crossed, hoping to avoid that happening so I don't have to delay my start on the trail. I don't want to start the trail being sick with a cold. So fingers crossed. Send your healing thoughts and prayers this way, please. I think that's everything. I'm really excited to start the trail. I'm worried about being sick. I'm worried about wildfires. I'm worried about lingering snow on the trails. Yeah, it's crazy that there is snow and wildfires going on already in the North Cascades. So hopefully I can avoid the wildfires and getting this cold. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.